What's going on, guys? Chris here with C4 Armory. I'm here with Sean from Cloud Defensive. They have a new pistol light coming out, some enhancements to some of the handheld lights. He's going to tell us a little bit about them. Sean, what do you got?
Well, EPL is kind of the story.
Yep.
She's finally here. Super happy about that. Took a hot minute. Yeah, but just to kind of walk quickly through it so we don't bore you.
Of course.
We optimized the toggles in the back, totally changed the activation, which I think is going to get some people in a good way. What we wanted to do was to make sure that we did not require you to break your grip. The minimal amount of disruption in the grip is good, and so the toggles are higher and they're forward oriented instead of up and down. So you just tap it and she turns on. Awesome. We've got momentary function, press and hold for momentary, tap it to turn on. You can see how easy that is. Really important for us too was knowing that we're talking about pistols, and we wanted to be able to ensure that if you only have one hand on your gun and you're busy doing something else, you can still turn and manipulate your light without getting into your trigger guard. Historically, that's been a challenge because we're talking about chaotic environments. So by keeping that toggle high, you can do whatever you got to do with the light. You can see my fingers nowhere near the trigger, so that's good. Very deliberate design process there.
Yep.
And then working forward, it's shorter than an X300, narrower than an X300, drops into all the X300 holsters, duty holsters, let's be specific here.
Right.
And drops into TLR1 holsters too. So holster compatibility at the duty level is a non-issue. And yeah.
And then how many candela are we working with?
So performance specs, everybody's asking that too.
Yep.
1,200 lumens, very bright. I will say a minimum 52,000 candela. That's rifle level performance out of this thing, which is substantial. But in that same conversation, this is what I'm telling everybody today, super important. Take a look at the beam, and then take a look at the number. Critical.
Yeah.
What we've done here is we opened up the beam on purpose, very deliberately, because we want to give you more situational awareness, more ability to spot threats at pistol distances, with still overwhelming amounts of candela, so you can defeat photonic barriers, you can get through auto glass, you can get through street lights.
Right.
This has more than our original owl, so if that's any comparison, like you're talking about rifle level performance with pistol optimized light pattern.
Right, and then you were saying that there was different size activation pedals that could go on here?
Oh yeah, I forgot that part.
Yeah.
So every light's going to ship with 2 different sets of paddles. We've got a shorter set, which is on this, optimized for guys with bigger hands.
Okay.
And then the extension paddles that you'll get basically create standoff, push the activation back. So if you have smaller hands or if you just have a bigger gun, such as that, you won't have to break your grip down. Like I said, one of the huge things here is we did not want to break grips down because that's just a problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, meaningful design initiatives here, performance upgrades. I think one important thing to think on the performance is historically you've kind of had to choose between high candela, low lumen offerings, or hit there, or high lumen, low candela offerings. So with us, we wanted to give you the best of both worlds. Tons of lumens, tons of candela, form factor, size, package, and it's $269. So like.
Yep. And then you said you were aiming for possibly late Q2 for a release on this?
Every time I give a timeline, I give myself in trouble.
All right.
But as soon as possible,
yes.
2025, and yeah, she's coming.
All right, perfect. And then the handheld lights, you had some upgrades on these?
Yeah, so these are kind of last minute upgrades, but still. So we took the 2.0 MCH, upgraded it to a 3.0.
Okay.
So there's 100,000 candela. Woo, super bright, sorry. Very, very bright. And then we upgraded the duty from 50,000 to 100,000.
That's a lot.
Knowing that, again, duty lights, if you're talking about searches at extended distances, this is where the candela thing changes. The conversation changes between these two tools. These are very different tools. So we did what we did on purpose there too. But I think I've been carrying one of these for like 6 months or something. I love it.
Yeah, that's putting out a lot of light. Just shining it on your hand is blinding.
Oh, it's nasty. And they're all programmable. So the other thing I do is you program it for high-low settings, and it's 10% of your output. Well, 10% of 12 or 1400 lumens based on the model. It's still a lot of lumens, and you're running for 5, 6 hours.
Oh, really?
It's like it's a ton of runtime. It's a ton of light.
That is a ton of runtime.
So yeah, hopefully it resonates.
All right, awesome. Well, if you guys need a new light, pistol light, handheld lights, check out Cloud Defensive. Sean, thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate your time.